and I'll just wait for some guys to join up. So, super awesome. Welcome. Like I see Alka here, Seema here, Nudosh, Pritam, Saikat, Sneha, a lot of people joining up. Awesome, awesome, perfect. So I would request all of you to just mute yourself and just stop your videos for now, just to make sure that the network goes fine. All right. Awesome. I'll just mute everyone. I'll admit everyone. Everyone is joining up. Let's just wait for a few minutes for everyone to join up. So this session is not going to be a very long one. We're going to keep this a bit short. And right now, as you know, in India, we are having this something called the Puja celebrations. It's like pretty cool. And I'm sure everyone here joining up right now are all going to be from India, because this is, most of the other places, it's like nighttime. Super awesome. Super awesome. Perfect. Perfect. Welcome. Welcome, Uma. Welcome, Sneha, Mate, Alka, Uma. And I guess like there are people also in Facebook. Let me just check if everybody's in Facebook. And I would request everyone to mute themselves for now. And we would get to the question answer, because I will be reviewing the questions, the things which are put out there inside the unit section. And I would be going through that as well. So we are going to go into all of that. But in terms of content, I would keep this session a bit short. Because I have an announcement to make towards the end, which I'm going to make, which is going to make you guys really happy. Okay. So let me just wait up for a few more guys to join up. Let's see if I'm live on Facebook. Let me just check my phone once. If everything is fine, let me see. Hopefully I'm live in Facebook as well. But I just want to give a quick look. And what I'll do is like, I'll also drop the link. I'm also going to drop a link to inside the chat of the, the live. So let me just see if I'm live right now. Give me a second. Can't trust technology that much. Awesome. I guess I'm live. Great. Perfect. So what I'll do, let me just drop the link to this meeting again inside the live comments, because that is, I think, going to help others maybe who missed out on the links to come up. They would be able to see that. All right. So let me just do that, and let's just wait for maybe 2-3 minutes for everyone to join up. We're already 5 minutes in. Super awesome. Hopefully this time, like, this time I made it in time. Last time it was like a complete mess, but that's what happens when you're an entrepreneur. Sometimes things don't go that well. So let me just put up this link inside the comment section of my live, and we will be good to go. All right. So what we're going to talk about today is about, I'm going to give a first level look as to how you can create content, and I'm going to talk about some shortcuts you can use to create content and never ever run out of content. In fact, there will be an announcement which I'm not going to tell right now. I want you guys to stay till the end, and this is going to be not a very long session. Like, at least the content part which I'm going to show today, it's not going to be very long. I understand it's the time of celebration. A lot of people would be going out right now. So let me just put in my links again inside the comment section of the live video. Let me just check if I'm live inside my desktop. All right, let's see how many people have joined up. Awesome. I see a lot of participants here. It's mind blowing. And you know what, like the thing is that, like, this is the best part, like, everything you share, and when you start seeing changes happening in others, like for example, Japnam, he posted inside the group that he has been getting calls. That's so awesome. Like, all you need to do is just need to follow the process. Like, the process is all laid out. You just need to trust the process. And once you know that how things go, like how the process works, and if you just trust it and just implement it, it's going to work perfectly fine. Things are going to go in your way. All right. So let me just put, I guess Snehal is here, right? Snehal, I'm seeing your comment there. All right, I'll put that here. Let me just put in the comment section. And yeah, let me just go and see where my live video is. I'll just put the link there as well. That means that will enable people to join up and see my presentation. And what happens when you come in Zoom on live? The thing which happens is, people, I mean, it goes around like 20 seconds of delay happens when you use Zoom to come live. Right now I'm seeing my live in Zoom, the Zoom which I'm doing, I'm seeing it live in Facebook. It's coming with a delay, so that's the thing. So let me just see if I can pin this. I guess I cannot pin this. All right, if I come live on Zoom, they don't allow me to pin my comments inside the box. All right, let me see if I can edit this. All right, edit this post. And I'll just put the link in the post itself. Awesome. Let's do that. Perfect. So I've put in the link, and I see some people are live at Facebook as well. And I've shared the Zoom link as well. So let me do one thing. Let me just reply to, I think Soumya is asking for a link. Just pin this here, and let me just reply. All right, it's just a delay happening. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. So we're good to go. And okay, a lot of guys are coming in. Let me admit all everybody else. Awesome, 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 perfect. A lot of guys are coming. It's so nice. I like right now. It's like a celebration moment, and a lot of people. I think, yeah, Vinay, I would just ask you to mute yourself, and everyone just mute yourself for now. Um, so like right now, what I'm seeing is like a lot of people have joined up. Like I did not think so many people would join up because right now is a celebration moment going on, and people are going out right now. Rest in peace, Corona. Anyway, so let's start off with today's session where we're going to talk about specifically as to how to create the kind of content, and also I'm not going to talk about all the things today. Okay, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to be specifically talking about the initial first few things you need to know when you're starting out writing content. As you can see, if you are friends with me in Facebook, you're seeing like I'm getting massive engagement. I'm getting like 100 plus comments, 100 plus likes, whatever I'm posting, right? And that is something which you need when it comes to building your brand online. It's so important that you come in limelight, right? When it comes to organic traffic, right, you're not paying for the traffic, right? So what you have to do is you have to make sure that you're reaching people, and the best way to reach people is to create content which will have a high organic reach. Now Facebook will give high organic reach. All right, I will ask Manisha to mute herself. All right, so what happens is when you post content in Facebook, right, I'm talking specifically of Facebook, you will get I think it's any for any social platform, like you will get maximum reach organically if your content is good, which people will like and which people will engage with. So if in my post I'm having almost 100 plus likes or 100 plus emojis and 100 plus comments coming up, right, when that is happening, that means that post is going to a lot of people, right? That post is going to a lot of people. So when it comes to creating content in social media, the first goal even before you think of selling or anything, is you being able to create a content which will reach a lot of people and which people will like. Because once people start liking liking your content, right, it's gonna get multiplied. Like Facebook is gonna take it and cascade it and put it out to everybody out there inside your friend list, right? We talked about creating the profile, and I'm gonna review that. I'm gonna look at some of your questions. I'm not gonna go through all of them right now, because we're gonna have another session for that. But what I'm saying is that what is the equation here? Like you've created your profile, right? You've put up your profile cover and your profile picture, everything, and that is like a funnel, right? So what we're doing now is basically we should be able to create a kind of content which will give everyone the reach, right, which Facebook can reach out to, because you want your target audience to look at your content and consume your content, even if whether they like it or whether they like respond to it or engage with it. That doesn't matter. What matters at the end of the day is you should have the ability to make sure that the content you're producing is reaching to a lot of people, and that can happen when people start engaging with your content, right? So right now, after the first goal, like the first goal was to create a good profile, right? Create a good profile, and that profile, when people look at, they will know exactly what that profile is for. Okay, I'm just waiting. Some few more people are joining up, so let me just reiterate in a very small, give a very small reiteration, right? So we were focusing on creating the profile, right? We talked about our one liner, that is so important, right? We were talking about our positioning statement, that is again so important, right? Now that we have got that, we have created the profile. The next goal is to be able to make this profile reach out to a lot of people and make people engage in your content. And for that, you have to be able to create a content that will actually get people into your world, wanting to know more about you. And this is the pillar of everything we're going to do. Like this is going to be the pillar, right? Because looking at your content, people will decide that if you're someone of authority or not. Oftentimes, in Messenger or something, people might reach out to you and tell you like, hey, you want to buy my stuff, right? But if in your timeline your content is like so good, one after the other, they're seeing like every content you're putting out is having 100 plus responses, 100 plus comments, right? People are really appreciating it. They will not come and pitch you immediately because they know that you're someone of an authority. That's the key here, right? So your goal is to, all right, I'll just mute Chupa also. Yeah, so your goal is to make sure that you have the ability to establish that authority through your content. And also, one of the biggest struggle I see with a lot of people face is like, what can I post in social media? That's the most obvious one. Where will I get my ideas of posting content, right? That's another very obvious one, right? So in this session, I'm going to talk about more on what to post and where do you get the ideas of posting, right? And when it comes to how exactly you're going to post, we're going to take it up soon, like not in this particular session. So, so I guess a lot of people have come in, and I'm sure a lot of people are there in my Facebook Live also having a look at this video. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna go in, and I'm gonna look at I'm gonna like those who have posted your questions inside the unit section, which I have, like where I say like, hey, post your questions here. I'm gonna walk through all of those questions also in this session, right? So, what I'll do first is I'll start with the content which I have to offer you. Have a look. I'm going to show you exactly how you can go about, how you can get your ideas for your content, right? And the second thing is how do I end up creating the content I'm creating right now, like which is getting 100 plus responses and a lot of comments, like how am I doing that, right? So I'm going to do these two things in this session. I'm going to keep it very short, and then after that I'm going to move on to the review, where I'm going to have a look at the questions you have asked and the things you have done. And yeah, awesome. All right, let's do it. Let me share my slide. Let's get started. All right, who is excited? Just give me a why, right? I know, like right now at this point of time in this puja season, you guys have a lot of plans, and a lot of guys want to go out, but it's going to be super awesome. Like, trust me, this is something like everything I'm preparing. Everything is so planned. I'm doing it in a very planned and organized way, and I know exactly where to hit because it's all coming from my own experience, which I have been doing, and I've been getting the results, right? So let me share with you my presentation, and we're gonna get started. All right, awesome. Let me just start on the slideshow. Just share the slides. Okay, from current slide. All right, awesome. All right, you guys can see my screen. You guys can see what I'm saying, what I'm doing. Just type a Y. Let me see if you guys can see what I have written here. Just let me check the chat. If you guys can see this, let me go to the chat. Just type in Y. I can see it. Just type in Y. I will know you can see it. Super awesome. Super awesome. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go for it. Perfect. All right. So the first thing, I think I've written one post on this also in Facebook. And actually, I'll tell you a secret. I was actually preparing this for you guys. And then I thought, like, why not sharing Facebook too? So content hacking is something which is where we are going to take content ideas. We're going to steal content ideas from other sources and make it our own, relevant to our niche. That's the key here, right? So I'm going to tell you a very deep secret, which I don't think anybody shares, but this is something which I've learned from my coaches, like the seven figures, 8-figure coaches which I've been working with. And I'm going to share that one secret. Like, I cannot share all the secrets. Okay, I'll share that one secret, but that one secret will be very, very effective for you, and that's going to come right at the end. I'm not going to talk about it right now. That's going to be all about content hacking. Okay, so what is content hacking? Okay, let me see. Pradeep Kumar is going to join us. Let me just put him in. So when it comes to content hacking, all right, let me just mute everyone. Give me a second. I'll mute everyone. Awesome. Everyone is muted. All right. Just everyone keep yourself muted right now, because just to make sure that there is no network lag and anything happening. I hope you guys can hear me, right? I hope I didn't mute myself. Just type in Y if you can hear me. Let me see. Give me a quick Y if you guys can hear me. Awesome. You guys can hear me. Perfect. 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 I can see Y is coming up. All right. So what is content hacking? So you see, like, you must be wondering, like, how does people come up with the content ideas and continuously coming up with such awesome content ideas, right? Every time they're being able to write the content, they're being able to do the content. Of course, the first element when it comes to writing content is being able to research really well. You have to be able to write down your content. I mean, even before you start writing your content, you should be able to research that what is it that your people want, right? But beyond that, like regarding the research, we're going to maybe talk about it maybe in the next session, and I'm going to give you a free access to another course which is fully dedicated to how to do content research. So I'm not going to talk about it right now, but let me just talk about content hacking. Okay, so content hacking is your ability to look at somebody else's content, which is really working for them, where they're getting a lot of responses, right? If that particular piece of content is getting good responses, then it means one thing, that that content is working. That is what people is responding to. Like if it's something relevant to your niche, of course, right? That is something people is responding to, and that is exactly what you can use in your content, as a part of your content, in your content planning, or when you're posting it out there, and you will get the exact same response from people, right? So some of the content which I'm posting in my Facebook wall, actually they are tested. I've tested in other places, and now I'm posting it here, and I'm again getting the responses. So it's like you create a piece of content, right? And you can actually reuse that piece of content over and over again, and you would keep on getting the same response over and over again, right? So content hacking is one way of making that process very easy. It's the way of being able to take somebody else's content and making it your own. Okay. So when it comes to content hacking, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I do it. I'm just giving you an overview of what the process is, but at the end, this is the thing I'm going to talk about, exactly how I do content hacking to create my own content, right? So just giving you the concept. So most of us must be thinking that, hey, isn't this like me copying somebody's content? Isn't this me like, uh, you know, is copying bad, right? So one thing which I want to say is like, we are not copying anything. Like what we are doing is we are looking at something which is already existing and which has been working for everyone, right? In your niche, in your area, for your target audience, right? So if that is working for them, then it will work for you as well. But what we are doing here is we are not copy pasting anybody's content. We are looking at the content, we are getting the idea of what that content is, and then we're using it and we are producing the content, right? So now when it comes to content hacking, there are a lot of relevant sources which are there from where we can get the content for ourselves, and I'm going to walk you through all the sources right now. Okay. So before I get into it, one more thing I want to add is like, say, so when it particularly comes to content hacking, if it's not clear to you, I want to give you a small analogy. Okay. So when it comes to, say, there is a saying, right? There's a saying that your path to success is basically by being able to, you should be able to, if somebody has achieved a success, right? What is the easiest and the shortest path to success? Is just to replicate the steps that person has done and make it your own. That's it. Like, in my case also, like anything I'm trying to do, like I'm always replicating what my mentors are doing, who have actually got success. As a result of which I'm getting the success, right? So it's very essential that you have to be able to replicate the process, what everybody is doing. And once you start replicating and making it your own, then you start finding your own voice, which starts coming out, and then you define yourself as a completely separate entity, which is completely unique and standing out. Okay. So content hacking is the shortcut to make that happen, because when we are starting out, right, we cannot be extremely good content writers, right? We are not good in writing copies. We are not good in writing, the pieces of content that can influence people to come in your world, right? So let me get into the specific sources from where you can actually get the ideas, from where you can get content, right? And this is going to be mind blowing. Okay. All right, let's get into this. The first place where you can get good content is you scrape posts from groups and profiles. That's the key here, right? Now, a lot of content which I have written, I will tell you honestly, like a lot of them have been scraped from different profiles, from different groups. But of course, none of them have been copied. None of them have been copied. All of them have, they have my own voice, right? What I did is, was I just found out that what is it about this content which is making it so appealing, and I just replicated that in my own content. So for example, like, let me just walk you through how I do it. So let me share my screen. Let me stop sharing this, and let me go to Facebook, and let me show you how I do that. Right. All right. Let me mute everyone. Let me see. Everybody's muted. Perfect. So let me just share my screen, and I'm going to show you in Facebook. So when it comes to scraping posts from, from the influencers. So, right. So last session, right, we talked about preparing the list of influencers. That is so important. Like, because now what we're going to do, we are going to rely a lot on the posts made by the influencers, and we're going to take it from there, because that's one place where we can get really good idea. Okay. So let me do one thing. I'm going to share my screen now, and I'm going to show you exactly how I go about and creating my content, right? So for example, let me search any of the groups which is relevant to my niche and which can have good content. Okay. So for example, let me go to ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is like one of my favorite places where I find so much of content, and that's where I take a lot of my inspiration from. Of course, there are many other places, but what happens is with when it comes to getting content from groups, the good thing is that you're getting an immediate feedback. You know exactly, and you know immediately that what is that piece of content which is really working well. Okay, so for example, if I come here in this group, right, if I come here in this group, and let me go over here and search for what do I search for? Search for, um, say I'm going to search by my keywords. Okay, I'm going to search by my keywords, organic traffic, for example, right? And then let me see that how which are the posts which have got a lot of responses, right? So let me check if there is any, right? This is one way where I browse through my keywords, right? And then I go through and I see like which of the content has got maximum results, right? So let me just go down here and let me see if I can find any. And say right now, at this point of time, maybe I'm not being able to find through this way. So there are other ways also. So I'm going to show you all of them. So right now, maybe this is what exactly I do when it comes to me creating content. So I'm just going to scroll down and I'm going to see. So I'm going to first decide that, uh, you know, if the, I mean, basically we are not going to look at posts which asks people to opt in into something. Like when you're first starting out, you have to be able to provide a kind of writing which offers value straight up, like nothing about asking them to do anything, like not asking anything from them. It's just giving, 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 giving. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to find such kind of posts which are all about giving, which are all about giving good value, which people, when they look at, when they respond really well. So for example, um, this one has got 180 comments, but it talks about TikTok, so it's nothing relevant to me. I won't see this. This has got only 2 comments. No, not worth it. Let me just go down. Let me just search. Uh, let me see if there's any. And like this, if I can't find right now, there is another way I'll show you right now. Okay. So let me go down here. 39 comments. Let me check. Let me check. Let me see. 14 comments. All right. 74 comments. This one doesn't help much. Let me check. Let me go down. Let me see. 130 comments. Oh, let's see. It's not here. Let's go down. Okay, so something, so it's good, like this is happening. I'm not being able to find any post which is like valuable as well has a lot of comments in it, right? This is like, again, I guess this is more about the achievement post. This is not about uh, offering specific value. So let me do one more thing. If this doesn't work, what I'm going to do is okay, let's just scroll a bit more. Let me see. All right, I don't find anything here. Perfect. No worries. So first of all, like if this thing happens, if for example you are going in there and then you're searching by your keyword and you're not being able to find content, first thing is you can do is you can just go into other groups where they have posted content where there is a lot of engagement, or you can go inside the same group and you can search for visual storytellers. Okay, so let me go into this group and let me click on members. Okay, now when I click on members and let me just scroll down and I'm going to search for something with the tag called visual storyteller. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in and I'm going to search for tags with visual storyteller. So let me go down. So this is moderator. So what we're going to do is, like, if we are going to be searching like this, like going down and trying to figure out, this will be a bit difficult. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have a specific URL, URL which I'm going to give it to you guys, which you can use to immediately filter out the visual storyteller. So let me share with you that URL. Okay, and it's good, like we are doing this together. It's almost like you're seeing in real time what I do exactly. So let me go there and let me take out that URL, and I'm going to share that URL with you as well. Okay. So let me go out and let me share. Look at this. All right, give me a second. The URL should be here. Give me a second. All right, let me check. So I've got the URL here. So I'm going to go back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in that URL. So this is like an appendment, like something which I'm appending to the URL, and I'm going to tell you what exactly it is, right? So members slash batches, right? So I'm going to come here and just put in this. Okay, this is the URL I put in. Okay, and then I'll click here, and I'm using this URL. Now let's see. Now you'll see that all the visual storytellers have been filtered out. Yep. So let me go here. Look at this. Visual storyteller, visual storyteller. Now, what is a visual storyteller? What is a visual storyteller? Visual storytellers are the kind of people, right, who are contributing a lot in the group, right? So you will see, like, whenever you get inside a group, you will get different kind of badges, and those are like automatically assigned to you by Facebook, like rising star or visual storyteller. Moderator admin is already there, whoever is a moderator admin. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to browse this. So this is the link, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to be sharing this with you. I'm sharing here in the link as well, and I'm also going to be sharing inside the Facebook. I'm going to share it in the unit section once this recording gets uploaded. Okay, so for now, like right now, those of you who are inside the meeting, I'm going to give it to you inside the chat box itself. So let me go to the chat and let me put it here. Just take this URL up. What you're going to do is, like, what you need to do is, whenever you go inside a group, you have to append the group URL with this URL. So if I come here, right, and like, it's like members group slash ClickFunnels, and then from here, I'm just copy pasting this particular URL, right? This part. Right, so when you put in this, what is going to happen? You're going to get a list of all the visual storytellers. So here I have a lot of visual storytellers over here. Now what we're going to do is, we have to go in and see that out of which visual storyteller are, like, which of them are getting the maximum response. Obviously there will be some there will be a lot of visual storytellers, because this is a huge group, so it's expected. But I would say, like, if you just take your time and just look through it, you will find that one particular person who is going to do a lot of good posts. So for example, in my case, in this group, what I found through my searching is that this person, like, I think I forgot the name. Let me search for this person. I'm sure I'm going to find that person again. I think it was Bailey Richard. Yeah, Bailey Richard. So Bailey Richard was someone who really gave really high value posts, and like, I was just searching through, and I found that this lady is, like, really awesome. Like, she posts really well. So what I did was, like, I went into this group and I took all her posts and made it my own. Like, I just saw that uh, what are the posts which are getting, you know who are getting good responses, like the kind of people, what are the posts which are getting good responses. I just take that post up and I just make it my own, because it's already out there, it's already, like, working, right? So I go in here and then I click here. For example, this one, this particular post has got like 280 comments, right? Let me just scroll down here. Now this is just one of the sources. There are, like, I think I've got around 12 to 13 sources. So don't worry. Like, if this seems to be like, I don't connect to it, don't worry. There's a lot of other ways to do it, right? So when it comes to creating content, there are, like, many ways you can take it. And I have put in some of the ways. I haven't given all the ways, but I've given most of the majority of the good ways by which you can get it, right? So for example, this one, right? This one has got a lot of responses. This post, there's something about this post which got a lot of responses. Now, why has this got responses? I'm going to go and I'm going to try and figure out, like, why is this post so good? Why is it working so well? So first of all, I'll check, like, 290 comments, right? 541 likes. That's pretty good engagement, right? So what I'm going to do is, like, over here, what I'm seeing, that this is a list-based post, right? This is a post which is all about 20 information product niches. Now from this, what I will do is, I will think of, okay, I will think like this, like, what is the problem which this post is solving? First of all, this post is making it very easy for people to, juggle through all the, the hordes of information and seeing something in a very organized way. And also, this is particularly very important for course creators, right? Who, or maybe who are just starting out in online business, and they want to start creating courses, right? And they're still confused as to on what can I start creating courses. They can just come here and they can just look at this niche, and they can just look at this list, right? Now, I think this lady has done, like, posted all of this with regards to the popularity, like the one which is selling the most. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this is in ascending order or descending or whatever. But if you see here, this is what I'm going to notice. So I'm going to see, okay, this person has made a point, and then she has put everything in a point wise format that makes it very easy to read and understand. And also at the same time, this person has made a list of all the products which are, like, all the ready to go topic ideas which anyone can use to create their products on, depending on their niche. So for example, from here, somebody's from the fitness niche, right? So if you look at this, you can create something on weight loss. You can prepare for marathons, competitions, building muscle, getting fit, makeover, nutrition, eating well, yoga instructional. It's like all the topics are laid out. That makes it very easy for people to, if they're thinking of creating a product, then they can do it like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this post, and I'm not going to copy this thing. I'm not going to copy what she's written. What I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to go online and I'm going to search. I'm going to go, do some research and find out that, okay, if I go into the relationship niche, what could be the good topics of courses one can write on. And yeah, obviously I might take some of them from here, but I'm also going to put in my own thing. I'm going to go and do some research, and I'm going to put in my own thing as well, right? And then I'm going to create a post like this. And if my target audience is like people who are just starting out or who wants to know how to create an online business, I'm going to post this in my Facebook profile, and that is what is going to give, you know and Facebook is going to put this out there, and people will start liking this because this has worked already for these people. So this is definitely going to work for you. Okay, like you remember this quote which I shared, like great artists they steal, right? This is something I learned from my mentor, and this is already a very well-known quote. But the goal here is to you should be able to steal others' stuff, but not copy. Like what we are doing right now is we are modeling it, right? So let me show you another example. Maybe let me go to any other value-based post, which is like giving a lot of value and also which has got a lot of engagement, right? So let me say go down a bit, and let's see if I see any other posts over here, right? So let me go down and let's see if there is anything which is like valuable and say which is related to my area, for example, right? So let me see if this is there. 53 comments, 84 comments. So I'm just going to just first look at the number of comments. As I scroll down, I'm going to first look at the number of comments which are there, right? And on that basis, first I look at the comments, then I will look at the content if it's relevant to me. Okay. So let me scroll down. Let's see. 691. Okay. This one has got pretty good, right? This one has got like 91 comments, 274 likes. And this talks about the one thing beginning course creators don't inherently know about but must understand before starting, right? So I'll go here and I'll click over here, right? And then I'll see like what this post is about, right? I'm going to take the idea. Like I'm basically what I'm trying to see is like what is the pain point which her post is solving? What is the pain point which she is solving? That's it. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to look at this again, and then I'm going to say like, oh, okay, this post is all about something which you know something which is clearing a misconception. This post is all about clearing misconceptions, right? Like it's highlighting on something which people don't know about. So I'm going to think, okay, can I take this and put it in my niche and put it into something which people don't know about? How can I do it? How can I go about it, right? So that is what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to take look at this. I'm going to look at the points, right? And I'm going to see that is this something which is going to solve a pain point for my audience, because my goal is my audience, right? I don't care whether I like this or not. It doesn't matter. It should be liked by my audience. So I'm going to look at this, and again I'm going to look at points which maybe she has brought out. I'm going to get some idea from this, and also I'm going to go online. I'm going to do research, and I'm going to find out more pain points around this area and more misconceptions, right? How are we going to do research? That is going to be that, part of that I've covered inside my content accelerator course, which I'll give you access to. But so this is the pattern. Like every time I go here, I look for a visual storyteller, go by that link, and I see that what are the posts which are getting a lot of likes, a lot of comments, right? And then once I go there, I see that, okay, what is this post about? What problem does this post solve? What is this post doing right now, right? How is it helping them? And on the basis of that, I will go online, I'll research on that same pain point, and I'll try to find out an even better piece of content for it. Like I will see the format which they have used. What is the way of writing they have written, right? Maybe someone has written in a point and then explained it, or maybe somebody has started with a problem, they're stating that problem, and then they're going into the solution, right? And then they're showing the pain point, like the bullets, right? So I'm going to look at that pattern, and that pattern, once I get it, I'm going to just take my content, do my own research, and get people to be a part of it, like post it in my wall. So that's number one. Okay, how many guys liked it, and how many guys they got an idea of what that is? Just type in Y. I want to see if it's clear of what I said. And I'm going to post that link to the visual storytellers inside the inside the units. You're going to get it. Okay, awesome, perfect. So let's go on to the next one. Let me share my screen. Let me share this. So yeah, another thing is like scraping posts from profiles. Like this is the same thing. Like, so I told you to find out the influencers, right? Whenever you go into an influencer profile, there will always be places in the profile, either in the influencer profile or in the influencer fan page, where they have made some post which has got huge number of likes, right? Huge number of likes, huge number of comments. And you know why you would take those content? Because they have already worked. They have already, like, people have already appreciated that comment, that content. That means if you put that content in your world, not copy, never copy, model it, take it and put it out there, and then the people who are going to see that content in your world, who are equivalent to their target audience, they will also like it. So, okay, so the same thing with profiles as well. All right, let's move on. What we're going to do next is email. Email is a very good place where you can actually get very good content. In fact, I'll show you one example. This was something I was doing inside my mastermind while I was coaching, and I'm gonna like show you like how it looks. So let me just open up the email, and I'm gonna show you. It's gonna be really cool. Give me a sec. So what happens is, specifically, if you look at the emails which people send you to buy their stuff, like, so that's why it's very essential. Again, that is why it's again very essential that you make a list of influencers in your niche. Why? Because you are going to go into their websites and you're going to subscribe to their email list, right? And the email which comes into your inbox, that is like a treasure of, because see, you are, what you're doing, you're saving your own time and energy. You are not going from the scratch to build your stuff. You are looking at something which someone else has put the effort to do it, and you're just putting your own flavor to it, right? So when you're doing that, that really saves you a lot of time and a lot of energy, right? So particularly those emails which people send out to get you to buy their stuff, right? Those kind of emails are the best form of emails which you can use to put it out there. Because what happens is, like, if you are planning to maybe put out an offer, we're going to talk about that later on online, in your profile. So that is one very good place where you can go out to, and you can see that how have they presented that. Even if you're not experienced in writing, you can just go and copy that. Okay, so let me go and show you one mail. This is the same mail which I used to show a few of my people in my mastermind. But actually, I'll open up another mail. Okay, let me show you. So let me go here. Let me share my screen. Hopefully, yeah. Let me share my email. Where is this? Yeah. All right, you guys can see I have typed in Quasi Johed. Like, this is guy. I've been following this guy because he's really good marketer. Like, he's not into marketing. He's more about mindset training and manifestation. But I kind of like this guy. I let him spam my inbox because I like his subjects. You guys can see the screen, right? You can see the emails over here. Just type in Y. Let me see. Let's see if you guys can see. Just type in email if you can see the emails, right, in the comment box. And I'll be sure that you guys can see it. Awesome. Let me see. Awesome. Email. Yeah. Type in email if you can see. Perfect. Perfect. You guys can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like, now look at the subject lines. First of all, look at the subject lines. Like, this guy is really good. I particularly got attracted to this one. These three mindsets allowed me to become a millionaire in my 20s, right? This is a good headline, right? So I can just take this up. And I'm going to write, like, today I'm going to share with you the top three mindsets that allowed me to become a millionaire in my 20s, right? I hope he has got something. Oh, he's got a video. No worries. It's cool. So, I'm going to just look at his writing style, right? Of course, I'm not going to be copying copywriting in this session, which is, again, a huge subject. But what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to see what this guy has written. Because if something is getting my attention, and I'm sure that it's going to get the attention of my audience as well, because there is a particular pattern behind it, right? So it's good that this guy has given his video, because what we can do is, like, we can now go to his video and we can see how many views that video has got, right? If we can see the views, then we will know that this is worth copying, this is worth writing down, right? All right, let's go to YouTube. This is his blog. Okay, he has redirected blog, so we are not interested in that. We're going to go to YouTube. Let's copy link, copy video URL, and we go here in YouTube, and let's see how many views he has got. Okay, because that is going to be a real life data. That is going to be a real life measure on how much is is the response of the people. So I see that There are around 7,837 views, okay, and 725 likes, 6 dislikes. Okay, that's pretty cool. We can go with this. This looks quite decent, like quite decent engagement, right? So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to like look at this video. I'm going to go through this video. All right, okay, this crappy ad is come up. Let's wait for this ad to work. So as this ad plays, I'm going to skip to the video. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to listen to this video. I'm going to listen to this video, and there is a way for us to download this video. Okay. Actually, I'm going to be covering YouTube very soon, so I'm not going to cover it right now. In a few minutes, I'll show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to listen to this video, and based on what that person has written, I'm going to be content hacking what that person has written, right? So this is another way. Going into emails. Like emails, they are like ready-made copies for you to work upon immediately. Like you get ready-made content delivered to your inbox, and you just need to look at that content and make it your own. All right. Awesome, awesome. How many of you guys, got this point? Just type in yes. I want to see if this is clear to you guys. Let me see if you guys are getting it. Perfect. So this is source number 2. Source number 2 for you to get your content, right? So let me go into the slides back again. And I'm going to show you how you can use it. That's going to come at the end, guys. Wait till the end. It's going to happen. It's going to come at the end. How are we going to use this? All these things. Okay. All right. So next is, let me go. Next is YouTube. Now I'm going to talk about YouTube. All right. So when we went into YouTube, let me now open the YouTube actually. Can I close it? But let me just open it up. Let's see. So in YouTube, once you go in, right, you need to, obviously you will be able to see the number of views you're getting. I'm sharing my screen for YouTube right now. Let me just take out, I'm going to share one tool with you, and that tool is going to really help you. So let me see if I can get the tool out here. Give me a second. So what you can do, let me share my screen. Okay. Let me share the YouTube screen with you guys. All right, let's skip the ad. All right. So when I'm looking at a YouTube video and I like that video, right? That video resonates with me, and obviously that is I have to see if it's relevant to my audience. That is why a one-liner is very important. The one-liner is very, very important. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, like, say I like this video. Like, first of all, obviously I'm going to see the number of views, number of likes, but I must personally like the video, because again, marketing is all about how excited you are in showcasing what you have to offer. Like, if you do not feel good, what you're offering is good, then people will not like it. Like, if you do not feel that the content is not good, and like you feel like, oh god, I mean, like, I don't know, like, that's the same emotion which people will feel when you put it out there. So I must feel excited about the content. It should, like, oh my god, this is really good content, right? So when I feel that emotion, like when I feel really good, I just go here and I simply click here and I download the video. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So I click here and I convert this to MP3 and I download this. This is free. This is free. Okay. I'm going to give you the link to that tool as well. So this is one tool. You can get it for free, and you can download the video from here and convert this to MP3, right? And then once you do that, you get the write-up. You get the MP3, and I'm going to show you one quick way how you can convert all this audio into a write-up, okay, which you can take and hack and make it your own. So this is how I go to different YouTube channels. I'll go to my influencers first, right? We talked about last day that you have to write down the list of influencers you're going to follow. So I'm going to go to all those channels where my influences are there, okay, and then I'm going to look at the videos. I'm going to sort by, so for example, Quasi is the influencer I'm following, okay. So I'm going to go to his channel, and what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going inside videos, and once I go to the videos, I'm going to be sorting by most popular, okay, and this one has got 769k views. This is the most popular video. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go inside this video, right, and then I'm going to see that, or another ad. Oh my god. So what we're going to do is, like, we are going to see, let me just skip this ad once. Let's just wait for a second. Yeah. So what we're going to do is, like, I'm going to come here and I'm going to see that so many views, pretty cool. I'm going to, like, then listen to the video a little bit, and I will see that is it going to be, like, is it something I connect to? If I connect to it, fine. Sometimes also, like, this is not a die-hard rule that this is what I do personally, but you don't have to do it. Like, if you're just starting out, I would say, you can just go with any video which has got a lot of views. Because when you're starting out, sometimes your intuition will not help you because you do not know exactly that, what can work, what not. But there is a data behind this. So 796 views. So it's pretty good, right? And it has got like 47K likes, right? This is pretty a lot of people. So if this has got this much of engagement, that means this is something which actually works. So I'm going to again go here. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to get the MP3 version of this video. Simple as that. And then I'm going to transcribe it into a text. Okay. Are you getting it? So how many of you guys got this point? I'm going to share you the link which enables you to download it into MP3. So actually what I'm going to do, let me just try and open that link up. And give me a second. Let me just take that link out. Something called Y3. Yeah, Y2 mate. Give me a second, guys. Let me take this out. All right. So this is one link which you guys can use. I'm going to share this in the also inside the unit section. So don't worry about it. So let me share. You guys can see, right, the Y2 mate over here. In fact, I will show you a better extension. Like I've got a better extension with me. Let me just take that out. Give me a second. I'll take that out. There's that. There's that. Give me a second. So I just recently found an even better extension which you guys can use. So I will just take that out itself. I think that will help you even more. So let me go and take out the link. Give me a second. Give me a second. And in case I cannot find it now, don't worry. I will send it over. I'll put it inside the unit section. So don't worry about it. Okay, it's somewhere here. Anyway, I can't find it right now, but I'll send it over. So what it is that you basically once you go to the tool and you start using the tool, whenever you play a YouTube video, you will get this option, convert to MP3, and you will just simply convert this to MP3. That's it. Like you have a content ready for you, which you can hack, right? So that's one another way, right? All right. How many of you got the benefit of this? YouTube is I guess, the number 3 source. First was scraping posts from influencers and everyone. Second is going to YouTube. Second is emails. Third is YouTube. Let's move on. I have a lot more. And these are just few of the ideas. Like there are so many ideas out there, and I cover all of that. Inside. I'm going to talk about Mastermind later on, but I'm just like saying it right now. I cover all of that in details in Mastermind. So books you read. This is another very good source. Like I am a very big avid reader. I like read a lot of books, lot. And same thing. Once I go start reading a book, I like any piece of content inside that book. Then what I do is like I go in and I just take that extract out and I again make it my own. Because whenever I'm reading a book, I'm trying to figure out that what is it inside the book, what is the point inside the book which I can look at and I can actually take, and that can actually solve one particular problem for your audience. Always, whenever you're going to write a content, okay, always think like this, that what is the question which this content is answering? Because people are going to read your content because they're looking for answers. Right? And I'm talking particularly when it comes to offering value, because when you're starting out online, right, when you're starting out in social media marketing, right, you can of course write entertaining posts, but entertaining posts, like the purely entertainment post, will not help, because that will not help you establish your credibility. You need to have a depth in your content. You need to have a depth when it comes to offering value. If you are putting out value content out there, you have to start with something which is of intense value, because that is what is going to grab people's attention, and then you have to keep on giving out this content back to back. That will actually allow you to start getting the engagement, start getting hundreds of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of things, right? That's the key here. So that's what you need to do. All right. So when it comes to content, you have to be able to go deep, and you have to be able to write content which answers a specific question. You have to answer a specific question. Like whenever you read a content, whenever you read a book, you have to see that what question is it solving. All right. So for example, let me take on my Amazon Kindle. I've got many books. I'm going to show you. So I'm pretty cool. So we go to Amazon Kindle. Let me search for Kindle in my desktop. So Kindle is like Amazon Kindle, the software is free. You can just download it in your desktop. And having said that, Amazon Kindle books are pretty cheap. Like, I mean, 400 rupees, 500 rupees, you can get like, at this price, you can get pretty good books. Not only do you educate yourself, because see, scraping posts is very good. If you want to know the kind of post which works, which will get a response, right? That is very good. But when it comes to you becoming a master of your subject, like, see, one thing I was doing, I was only scrapping posts, and that was actually affecting my own depth of knowledge, like my own depth of understanding, right? So you have to get depth in your area as well, right? Now, obviously, some of you who are already polished coaches, you already have depth, and I'm sure you will agree that you need to read a lot of books, you need to educate yourself, you need to work with other coaches like in your area to get better at this, right? So that's the same thing I do, right? I read a lot of books because it gives me the depth and knowledge. And second thing is, in books, I find a lot of places which I can take out, make it my own, which I can give out to the world. So let me share my screen. I'm going to show you my Amazon Kindle, right? So, for example, give me a second. Let me share my screen. Give me a second. So, so this idea of content hacking, of course, this one I got from one of my mentors, but I was also reading one book. So let me share my screen. Give me a sec. I'll share this my Amazon Kindle with you. So I've got a lot of books. Like, if you can see my screen, I read a lot of books here and there. And currently, I was reading this book on content planning. Right, this one hour content planning. This one, like, actually, I am almost towards the end. This one. So as I was reading this book, like, okay, not, I mean, I'm going to see like what is it inside this book which can actually give me some content ideas which I can put. Like, for example, I will, like, maybe as I'm reading through this book, I'm going to see like, okay, I'm going to see like what this book is talking about, which are the chapters which are relevant to me, and then I'm going to like take this book up and I'm going to do it like make it my own. Okay, if I go to the live, like, so this is what I do. I read a lot of books, and then once I read books, I just take the information out there from the book and I make it my own. Like, I just see that what problem is this book solving. Also, that thing which I'm sharing has to make sense to me, and also I have to use it myself once to see if it's working, right? Because then only will you have that depth, that deeper understanding, and you can add your own flavor to your content. If you're just copy pasting and you have not applied it yourself, you have not done it yourself, you're just copy pasting content, it will be shallow. You will not get the likes, you will not get the engagement, because it will be shallow, it will not be deep, it will not resonate with people, right? So social media is again all about sharing your experience. It's not just you going out there and giving knowledge, right? Sharing your experience in form of stories, in form of what you have done. And when you have the ability to do all of that, then only will you start getting the engagement and likes, because people are relating to you, because social media is a place where people connect to you, they relate to you, you have to relate yourself to them. So it is very essential that you, when you read that content, you first understand that what is the problem which this piece of content can solve, and also that, okay, how can I relate this to my own experience? If you cannot relate to it and you find the content valuable, then apply it and see how it relates to your experience, and then you put in your experience as well. That's so important. Okay, so that's the next one. Okay, how many of you like it? Type in yes if you have got this idea. Type in yes. Let me see. I'm going to move on to the next idea of content creation. So let me just share my screen. Awesome. Perfect. Great. So the books you read, right? Next is courses you read, I invest on. It's pretty much like the same. Like, it's again very much like you going out there, and it's like you have a certain set of courses which you've gone through. Maybe it can be through Udemy. Like, Udemy is pretty cheap. You get courses for even 400 rupees. Of course, most of the courses are not good, but if you can get good courses, if you can invest in courses, that's like nothing like it. Like, you can go. In fact, uh, you know if you can get the courses well, not only are you going to have the depth in knowledge, you will also actually get good in video. Like, if you are planning to say go live on video, sharing your content, then you can get an idea of how these guys they present their content through video, and you can use the same formula to show your content through video. Another way is like, you can just look at the courses, and you can take notes. As you're taking the notes, you will again find out, reverse engineer, and see that what are the things which is solving a particular problem for your target audience. And then once you get that, just make it your content, like really relate to your experience and put it out there, right? That's the next. So these course and book, they're pretty much like similar, so I won't get into details. But yes, there are many platforms from which you can get courses, and how you can research and look into the courses that I'm going to, like, that is there inside the Content Accelerator program, which I'm going to share with you. So inside the Content Accelerator program, which I'll share with you later on, is you will know exactly how to do the research, how to actually plan out your content, how your content is arranged, right? And what exactly you need to do to make sure that your content is getting the responses and the engagement. How do you go about it? I'm going to share all of that. Like, but the first thing is, like, even before you create the content, you need to have a content planning done out for you. Like in my case, I have got around like 70 plus content ready to go. Like I can, like, like today I posted a content, right, in Facebook, right? This was a content which I did not write today. This was something I had done way earlier, like a few weeks earlier. And I just tweaked the content a little bit with context to Facebook, and I pushed my content in today. And that's what I'm doing every day with my content. That's the way to maintain consistency. Like, a lot of people are out there who maybe created just one piece of content and they immediately post it, right? That is good, you can, but that does not help. Why? Because you have to be able to consistently give out content every day. It cannot be just one day and you're done. No, every day you have to get 100 likes, right? That's the challenge, right? So what I do is, like, I prepare an entire stack of content for myself, and then I have a full stack of around 70 pieces of content ready, and which can really get very good responses. So all I need to do is I just need to go and put that content out there. And I waited for some time to get that stack ready. Why? Because now I am able to do it consistently. So no matter what ups and downs happen in my life, everybody has like ups and downs, right? We have few days when we cannot work properly, something happens, whatever it is, like there can be a lot of reasons, right? There is no excuse for you to not be consistent, because you have got your content already ready and made, right? In fact, I might be doing one more session on this where I'm going to show you the type of posts you can use. But if you have got your content ready, so in my case, I have a tool called Evernote. Okay, so actually, let me show you that. Let me show you my tool, which I use, uh, and that gives me the consistency, right? So let me share with you my tool. So I use this tool. This is like, again, a free tool, Evernote. Let me go here. We take out. Okay. I've got 73 pieces of content ready now. I'll just share and show it to you. I'll not show you all the content. I'm going to post it all. That's my back office. That's where I post all my content from. So I come here. Like, look at this. Like, this is like 73. You can see here 73. I've got 73 posts ready to go in social media, and I'm going to post it every day. And also what I do is, like, once you have this entire, so there is no way I cannot be consistent. There is no way. I have made sure that I'm consistent every day. I'm posting content, right? So if you see, like, I've got a lot of, like, everything ready. These are all ready-made content, ready to go. Like, I just put it in social media and it's going to go, right? And so that's what I do. And the good part about having this content bank with you is that you can actually, you can make a video on this content. The same content, like, you can repurpose the same content in different forms. You can use the same content in podcast. You can use the same content in a video. And also, one good thing when you're doing it through Facebook is you're seeing the engagement, you're seeing the people. And if you're seeing that you've got a good engagement, right, you can use the same content and repurpose it in various forms. And you can get engagement in different platforms also. Although I would say first start only with one platform, that is Facebook is the easiest to start with. So that's the key, right? So you need to prepare a whole library of content. You got to use a tool. There's a tool called Evernote which you can use, and I talk about all of that inside the Content Accelerator course. So you get that course as well. So I'll get you access in that course. Okay. So let's move on to the next slide. How many of you guys are enjoying this? Type in enjoying. I want to see, like, you guys are enjoying it. I really want to make sure that you're getting the best use of your time. Just type in enjoying. I want to see. Awesome. Let's see how many of you guys are enjoying. Let me share my slide in the meantime. All right. Awesome. Perfect. So this is the next one. Let's move on to the next one. That is sales pages. Like, sales pages are mind blowing. Like, these are the places where if you have to write a copy, which is write a content which relates to people, sales pages is the best way. You know why? Because everybody is hiring a top class copywriter to get the sales pages ready. So they have invested a lot of money to get a sales page. In fact, when you get an ad in Facebook, don't ignore the ad. If it's relevant to your niche, go inside the ad and go in the sales page. How are they kind of like persuading you to click on the link and join their program? And you can just take that as a copy and you can write it in your own. Like in my case, like, for example, some of the, like, I of course have a different means of kind of like figuring out the pain points. I have a way I do that, but also along with that I also look at sales pages, because guys who have written the sales pages, like they have done their research for months to write that, and they have done a research for months to find out the pain points, right? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Like I'm going to just look at the sales page and I'm going to see, okay, what are the pain points this sales page is addressing? What is the problem the sales page is solving? Why are they asking me to buy this or register for this? What is in there? There has to be a bait. Like what is the bait? What is the reason why they're saying? So I'm going to take that and I'm going to use that as a part of my content, right? So let me see if I've got any examples here. Give me a second. So let me see. Give me a second, guys. I'll just take it out. So in like same way, I kind of like prepare a list of the sales pages, and I see like the kind of sales pages which is good, which like creates an impact. Like it's something normally I don't keep a scrap of this, like because I immediately go out and I just immediately take it and put it in my content normally. But yeah, give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. I can find any sales page over here. And a very good, actually, I'll give you a even better, uh, a very good resource where you can find the sales page. So this is the URL swipe.co. Let me go here. Actually, it's going to be way better. In a second, let me share my screen. Let me show you this portal. This is going to be a pretty cool one. So swipe.co is like a online portal. Okay, I'm gonna like copy and paste this here. Like if you guys want the link immediately, it's gonna be, I'm gonna put this inside the unit section as well. So I'm gonna put the link here, swipe.co. Okay, so what you have to do is like you can go in here and you can just search by so all niches, and you can search here by, let's see if I can find any sales page stuff. If you don't find a sales page, that also doesn't matter, because here we have got like all form of copies which you need. Like you can select your niche, and based on your niche you can you can like select the type of write-up you want. So for example, if I go here, all niches: advertising, business opportunity, consulting, dating, relationship. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to try and go to a niche which is relevant to me. So let's me go to say advertising. No, not advertising. If I can see marketing, because we go over here. All right, marketing is here, right? 50. I've got 50, right? So I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here, right? And I'm going to see like all of this. These are like sales pages, everything which gets people, like which have worked really well. It's like a repository of all of that, right? So what I'm going to do is like, for example, this is the sales letter from J. Abraham on marketing. So let's click here. So once I click on view swipe, right? And this is the entire sales page. So let me see what I'm going to take from this. Look at this. What I'm about to say will probably shock you. You may not like hearing it, but you will have to admit it that it's absolutely true. Now, when I read this, I get a curiosity. What will shock me? What is it, right? I take this in my consideration when I write, right? There are three types of entrepreneurs in this world: people who are constantly making things happen, ones who watch this happen, and the people things keep happening to, right? So here, what I'm gonna do is like, look at this. What is he doing? He is like talking about the pain points. Like I mean, he's trying to relate to you, right, by saying all these things. And then he's saying like, just by shifting your thinking and focus, your business can quickly advance upward and forward at a rapid rate, right? Going from mediocrity to greatness as a business builder is probably the most exciting, fulfilling. Like, what is he doing? He's like relating to us, right? Through this writing, he's trying to relate to me. He's trying to relate to the people, and he's one of the best copywriters out there, right? So what I'm going to do is like, even if I'm not a good copywriter, I'm going to look at this. I'm not going to copy. Copying is extremely bad, and you can face legal issues also. Although I haven't, like, since I haven't done, I don't know what the legal issues can be, but never ever copy it. It's the first thing you do. So I will look at this and I would like model. I would see like, okay, what is the pain point he's solving? How is he relating to me, right? What is he trying to highlight, right? So he is basically relating to me by through this word, through this language. So I'm going to look at this and I'm going to reverse engineer this, how it's affecting me, and then I'm going to basically take this and put it in my own content. Are you getting it? So sales page is like a very, very good place, because in sales page, people are investing a lot of money to get the sales page ready. They're investing a lot, right? So that's the key. So you guys got the resource for swipe.co. Write down sales if you can connect to what I just said. Sales page as a good resource for content. Type in sales. I want to see that. Let's see how many of you can connect. All right, let me just share my slide again. Awesome. Perfect. 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 So let me just share my slide again. Okay, sales page is on. Blogs. Like there's nothing like blogs. Like you just go to Google and search for the top 10 blogs in and then your niche name. Top 10 blogs in organic marketing. Top 10 blogs in health and fitness. Or top 10 blogs in whatever the area is. Trauma healing, right? So all of these things, right? Okay, some more people are coming in. Oh, no worries. So all these things, like you can go and search in blogs, and you can, once you start doing that, like the same way, like how you're going to hack the content, I'm going to talk about it in some time. I'm going to show it to you. All right, stay there. But these are the places where you can go and you can again start getting the content, right? So let me show you like blog. How do I go about it? Like when it comes to blogging, like what do I do when it comes to blogging? Let me just go in. Let me just share my web page where I'm going to search. So swipe is one good source. Like you can go to swipe.co, and there you're going to find every resource you need. You will have a lot of sales pages, like a lot of stuff out there. And also, like next time when you see any ad, don't ignore any of the ads, because those are the ads. When you go into those ads, you'll get to see the sales pages, which you can use, to get your points out there. That's the key. Okay. So let me just go into the search, and let me just share my screen with you. Give me a second. All right, let me share my screen. Give me a second. All right, let me share my screen. Let me share it. So let me do like top 10 blogs. So let me see. Top 10 blogs in, say, if I'm going to search in my area, top 10 blogs in organic marketing, right? Or say top 10 blogs in copywriting. That's like one of my favorite topics, right? So I'll go here. 15 copywriting and content marketing blogs. Actually, Copy Blogger itself is a great blog to be in. So I'll go here, and then here again, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to go into this blog, and I'm going to go into the articles, and I'm just going to see like which one is the which one is that article which can really solve one big problem and which I resonate with. Like in blogs, of course, you have this feedback. So, for example, how to make your writing a subscriber magnet. This headline caught my attention, right? I like this, right? And then immediately after getting an idea for content project, many idea becomes probability existing. It will be extremely difficult to stand on. Immediately grabs my attention, right? So I go down. If there is a comment section, maybe I'll see like if there are any comments here. Yeah, pretty much like okay, 4 comments, not much. All right. But normally in blogs, you do not get much comments. That's one thing also. You cannot measure just through looking at the comments. But if it's a content which you read and you like, you resonate with this, right? And you think, okay, then you reverse engineer and think like, what problem is this solving? So for example, this piece of content, like, at least you'll get an idea. This piece of content is talking about how to make your writing a subscriber magnet. Like, so how do you write something which can make people want to become your subscriber, right? So what problem is it solving? It is solving this one problem, that how can someone stand out with the writing. And so I'm going to go into this. So I've got the idea now, and I'm going to go and look at this article. If I like this, whatever piece of content I like, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to try to relate with my experience. I'm going to put in my own thing, and then make this content my own, and then I'm going to put it out there in social media, right? Because every piece of content in a blog which is out there is basically kind of like a reverse engineer. Like these are all like reverse engineer. People have reverse engineered this thing, and they have wrote this down. So you're basically tapping into their efforts, tapping into their resources, and you're using it and making it your own. All right. So blog is another very awesome place to go in and create your content, right? All right. How many of you guys can connect to this? Type in blog. I want to see blog. Let's see how many of you guys can relate. Type in blog. I will know that you guys are active, and I will know. Super awesome. Awesome. Okay. Myrana. I hope I got your name right. Myrana. Janani Sridevi. Perfect. Awesome. So let's move on to the next idea. Let me share my screen again. And these are like just some of the few places. Like there are so many places out there. I'm just talking about few of the places which you can go to. Okay, PLR products. Oh my God, this is really good. Like in fact, PLR products are like private label right products. These are like something which is like these are like ready-made ebooks for you, which you can give out to the market, which can actually act as a lead magnet for you, right? So although personally I have not used PLR that much because I find huge value through YouTube blogs, and of course my main source of, in my case personally, the main source of content comes from me reading books, from me taking courses, investing in courses, and whatever I learned from there, I applied, and my experience, I put it out there. That's like the best. That's the cream of it, right? But PLR products are pretty good too. In PLR products, what happens is you get to buy ready-made ebooks which are relevant to your niche, and you can just resell it. You can just resell it, distribute it, do whatever you want, because those are now yours. You are buying the rights to buy and sell the book. So let me show you one good PLR site. Like I was actually thinking of creating a lead magnet from a PLR, but then I thought like, no, I'm going to do it myself. So I'm actually working on it myself. But anyway, I'm going to show you the PLR. Let me just show you. Let me share the link. Let me just take out the link for you. Or actually, even better, let me show you from the scratch. Why should I? Even without the link, you can still do it. So let me share my web page here. Let me search here by say PLR products on what, like PLR. So whatever your niche is, like after that you type PLR. So for example, weight loss PLR, right? Weight loss PLR. Let's see what I get. So this one is like free PLR download. Free PLR downloads generally doesn't go good. This one, let me see here. Weight loss PLR, quality weight loss content. Okay. So over here, what is happening is, so let's just open this one. So all of these things you see, right? These are all like ready-made books, which you can just take, and you can just either make it as your own lead magnet, or you can just take the content from this and you can give it out. So for example, this one, free MRR ebook. Okay, this is free, but anyway, I'm just giving you an example. So you can go in here, and then if it's free, you can just download it and see if the content is good enough for you. Okay, you can just go here and download, right? Once you click on download over here, you'll just get this. Like you're basically getting ready-made lead magnets which you can give out to people, right? It all depends actually. No, it's not copyright. Like that is the reason why they're selling out PLRs. Like PLR is all about private label rights, where you have the rights to sell it. Just you can just buy it and you can immediately sell it, right? Of course, you have to put in a bit of your own flavor. It makes it look good, but yeah, that's the thing. So PLR is another very good source of information. You just got to type in a niche space PLR. You'll get the good content related to your. Oops, I stopped my video. So you'll get stuff related to your niche area, niche content. Okay. All right. So that's one another resource of content. So type in PLR. People who connected with what I just said. Let me see. Awesome. Let's see how many of you connected to this PLR. So PLR is like, you basically just need to just type in your niche area and then space PLR, and you will immediately get access to it. Like, and some of them are paid and they're cheap, like $1, $2, $10, not much. Like, and I would say if you are planning to use PLR for a lead magnet as a lead magnet, then go for the paid ones. But at the end of the day, the best is like whatever you're learning, and you're investing on some courses or coaching in your area, and you're learning from it, and that is what you're distributing back. So that is the best, right? Like these are all alternatives. Like PLR is one way to go about it. Awesome. So let me share my slides again, and let me show you what have we got next. So PLR products is one. Lead magnets, yeah. So that is again why you need to have the list of influencers in your niche. You go to any of the influencers and sign up for the lead magnet, sign up for the free ebook, whatever free ebook they give. Whenever you get a chance to sign up for a free ebook, like I would say that you can create a separate mail ID that is just going to be populated with others lead magnets. That's it. Okay. So you can
मुझे कुछ नहीं ये बोले कि क्या जरूरत है फोन खरीदने की, अपना लेना यार अपना ले आ। मैंने कहा नहीं, मेरे को पहले वो लेना है क्योंकि आप
All right, perfect. I've muted everyone. So that's the key here. You need to go out there. All right, I guess anyone else is left out in terms of being muted. Check once. Yeah, everyone is muted. Perfect. So when it comes to lead magnets, like you have to, maybe you can create a separate email ID, and then you can subscribe to the list of all your influencers, and you can see what mails they're sending you, what is the lead magnet they're sending you, and you can actually use that. Again, don't copy, take the idea from there, because every lead magnet is again device for anyone to become a, to become a permanent subscriber, to become a buyer, right? So they have put in every effort to make sure that the lead magnet is good. So that is why you're already tapping into their effort. So what are we doing? We are hacking everything. We are hacking into their world, but we are not stealing. I mean, we are not copying. Copying is extremely bad. Don't copy. Hack. Look at that, steal it from there, and make it your own. Simple as that. And also, it has to be backed by your own experience, because eventually, if someone reaches out to you and you do not have the experience to back it, then you lose the credibility over there. All right. So, okay, Uma, what do I need to repeat? Like, lead magnet is like pretty much that same. Like, it's similar to subscribing to an email list and then you're getting the lead magnet. That's it, right? All right, let's move on. Now, this is where I'm going to talk about how I do my content hacking. So, Otter.ai. This is the thing which I use when it comes to how you can actually go out and hack. And this is the last thing we're going to cover in this session, and then I'm going to get into the review part. Okay. So Otter is a very good platform online which can, take an MP3 file. Okay. Okay. I need to mute everyone. Give me a second, guys. Let me see if everybody's muted. I would request everyone to just keep themselves muted for now, because we're going to get into the questions soon. All right. So let me share my screen. I'm going to show you how the Otter.ai looks like. Okay. That's the key. So that is where I write down all my content. Like, that is where I get everything. Like, that is where I do my content hacking. That's my back office. Okay. So let me show you. Again, Otter.ai is free. It's free for 600 minutes. After that, I think you have to pay a very nominal fee of $9 per month or something like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you Otter.ai. Let me share my screen. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me share my screen. Yeah. All right, you guys can see, right? Just type in Y if you can see the screen. Just type in Y. I want to see. Anyone who's commenting on Facebook, let's see if there is any comment there. Hopefully, I shouldn't be getting any comments. Perfect, perfect. So awesome. So you can see, great. So what I do, like, look at this. Like, right now I'm preparing a content on copywriting. Like, it's a secret thing I'm telling you. Like, nobody knows about this. I'm going to prepare a post on copywriting. So I'm working on that. So, but for example, what I do is like, so first of all, how do you actually get the audio version? So, I mean the text version. You click on import over here, and then you click on browse files, and you just drag and drop the file, the MP3 file you want to get it, but put it, and then you click on done. Once you do that, Otter will convert all of that into into a text. For example, overcoming procrastination. This is the one which I used for my recent article, this recent write-up on the three hacks you need to do to this, which stops people from succeeding. Right? I talked a little bit of mindset. This is where I came up with from. Like, this is where I went in. Like, I went in over here, and this is the entire transcript of one YouTube video I'd seen long time back, right? And so this is like turned into a text. So what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to read through this, and then whichever portion of the text I like most, right, I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to put it in my article. I'm going to structure this. You see, everything here is like very unstructured, left and right, like everything is very unstructured, right? I can just read through this. I can get the gist of what I'm saying, gist of what they're saying, and I can structure it, like, so by doing this, I'm able to take something raw. This is something raw, right? Something which I've got from the market, like raw stuff from YouTube. And then what I've done is I have, and those, that video had a lot of views. Okay. So then what I did was I took that and I got the text, and then I extracted the important points from this text, also adding in my own experience, right? Putting in my own headline, putting in my own writing style, right? So when I started doing that, as soon as I did that, my content was ready, and that's how I do my hacking. So, for example, like, what you need to do is like you just need to look at the lines which are specifically like whatever is here, and then you got to make it your own, like put in your own language and make it your own. Okay, this will work for any kind of English content, like any type. Like even sometimes some of the videos which I do myself, which has got good response, I often transcribe it. I upload, I get it into an audio, I upload it over here, and then I simply copy paste the lines and I make it into my own article. That's it. So you don't need to hire a costly transcriber or pay for those costly transcribing. This is like for free, right? So for other languages, I don't think this will support. This is primarily for English. I don't think Otter has got the support for other languages. Let me see if there's another language. I don't think so. I don't think this Otter will give you the support for that. It's only primarily for English. Okay, so that's the thing. So that's how it is. So when I use Otter, I am able to like get the entire thing in written format. And also when you look at a video, some videos are very long, right? And you have to fast forward, and it's like gets very hectic to look at a whole video and then try to extract. So I don't even look at the video. I just take that video, convert it into an MP3 for YouTube. I have that tool, right? I showed you. I'm going to share that link with you as well. So you're going to use that and you can download it as an MP3 and just upload it here in Otter. And once you do that, if you have the write up ready, just look at the write up, and then from this write up, you can, go and do everything. Like, you can put everything out here. All right. So this was kind of like a short session, although I won't say it was very short, but it was actually shorter than the previous one. And this was all about what are the different sources you can get content from, and how you can hack content and use that into your Facebook profile, right? In the next session, I'm going to talk more in details about how do you exactly present your content. What are the different types of posts which will be specific to social media? Like this one is like your way to get content for anything. But next will be like more about how exactly can you post your content. What is the post you can do so that people would want to have it, right? So now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to go inside the unit section and I'm going to look through the questions you guys have asked, and I'm going to try and answer as many of them as I can. Okay. So let me go into the unit section. Let's check. All right. Hopefully, I will have a lot of questions right now. So one thing which I see is like for Snehal, she had sent me this image. So Snehal, the thing is that with you, in your case, it has to be, your image has to be more like Soumya has got very good image. Like if you look at her, the one she shared in the group, her image is really good. Like this one. Like let me share my screen and show you. In a second. Share it. Like look, Soumya has got very good. Like this picture is really good. This is very authoritative, very affirmative. Like in your case, Nehal, your picture is very small. It's like a small. No, that doesn't go. You have to show everything. Like I mean, you have to show at least the upper part of yourself so that people can connect to you even more. If you even look at my picture, I've also got the upper part there, right? So that's the thing in your case. And also, yeah, you need to get your one-liner right. So for example, in case of Soumya, this is the one-liner, but this is all about you. Like nobody cares about you. You have to understand that people will care what you're giving them. Like if somebody who doesn't know you who you are, if they read this, what will they get out of it? Like finite challenges, infinite perspectives. What? Like, okay, how does it help me? Right? No, it doesn't help them. So you have to be able to give them something which when they read, they will know, okay, I'm going to get something out of this. I'm like, okay, I need to look at this. Like it's never ever about your brand. Understand this. It's always about the people that define your brand. Like, of course, you have a foresight of your brand, how your brand would look, right? But who makes your brand? It's never you. It's the people. They shape your brand. The market shapes your brand, right? You of course have a message which you want to give out to the world. You have a message, right? That is them. That is your expression. That is your brand. But when you put yourself out there in the market, people have to know that what are the benefits they are getting out of it. If they read this finite challenges, infinite perspectives, what are they going to get out of it? They don't know, right? So it doesn't connect, right? So it's never about you. That's the key thing I want to say. So in case of Snehal, I let me just open this. Unlocking a success with Snehal Dwivedi. Um, yeah, but this white text, I cannot read this. Grow your business online. And in fact, again, Snehal, I feel like, again, in your case also, people already know your name. Like Snehal Dwivedi is already written there in your profile, right? So you don't need this. And you can write something like unlocking a success I mean, you don't need this actually. You can just write this like grow your business online with sales page, website design, and brand design, or something like I will show you how to grow your business online with sales page, website design, brand design, right? Or something like unlock your business success, unlock your online business success with sales page, website design, or brand design, right? So again, it has to be something which is linked, which people once they read, they will know, okay, I'm going to get this. This is what I'm going to get, right? That's one thing. And obviously the picture I said, in terms of your picture, you need to have a specific picture which is, covers a lot, which, if you have to show at least your upper body, because people will then relate to you. The more you put yourself out there, the more, because it's all about you relating to people. It's not about your brand. It's not about the name of your brand. Like my brand name is Authentic Influenceology, right? But I don't show it to anyone. Like I don't have it written anywhere on my banner or anywhere, right? Because I know that people want to know what they can get out of me. That's the only thing they want, and that's what I want to offer to them, right? Obviously they have to connect through me to get what I have to offer. That's why I have my own image out there as well, right? So that's the thing. So now let me go inside the unit section. Just let me walk through the questions real fast. All right, let me go there. Yeah, a second. So the unit section, let's see, week 1. Okay, did I not give any section on questions? Give me a second. Oh yeah, this one. This one I guess was the previous one, right? Give me a sec, let me check. Building an audience, question. One-liners I'm going to see right now. Okay, influencers, I guess only 3 people have written. You need to have the list of influencers, because if you don't write, because all your content is going to come from influencers. So you need to have influencers over here, right? And let me see. Where are the questions? A second. Ask for the questions. Okay, yeah, 6 questions. All right, let's see. Oh, perfect. So as a beginner, I just want to know how to create perfect content for leads in both sales. Which platform are perfect for advertising my work? So first one is like how to create perfect content for leads and sales. The easiest and the best way to start is like find the content which is working for others and then model it as your own and then bring it out to the world. And that is the best way to start. Which platform are the best platform? I would say Facebook is the best platform, because you can actually see who is doing what, and you know, like the engagement you're getting, who you're getting it from. You are getting a very easy way of learning, and you can actually reach out to your target audience yourself. Like in YouTube and other places, Instagram is good too, but I would go with Facebook, because that has been for so long that most of the people are right now on Facebook. So yeah, and even Facebook has got Instagram too. So yeah, so start with Facebook. That's a very good place. Focus on one particular platform, and then you can move on to the other platforms, right? Next is, how do I schedule my content in my platforms every day to generate leads? So what you need to do is like you need to first have a stack of content ready, and particularly in Facebook, like you should post one piece of content every day, and you should always, throughout the day, if you can, keep on making Facebook stories, right? Again and again. Like for me, I'm right now making stories a bit on entertaining side, but I'm gonna like still start putting a lot of educative content as well in my stories, right? So that's how you can do. My niche: business consulting for full-time workers. Okay, business consulting for full-time workers who want to invest in side projects but maintain balance for their jobs and businesses whilst enjoying the lifestyle they have been dreaming of. Okay, perfect. Okay, hi Shan, I'm new to affiliate marketing. I'm trying to get qualified leads organically through social media platforms. What are the best practices to attract more leads? Simple. Like you have to be able to create really good content to attract leads, and also you need to be able to reach out to your right kind of audience, the right kind of target audience. That's exactly what I'm covering over this entire course, right? First one was all about how do you reach out to your audience, where do you get it. And again, guys, one more thing, like everything I'm sharing in this 30-day coaching is just the tip of the iceberg. Like I go very deep, and I offer a lot of deep stuff inside my mastermind, which I'm going to talk about later on. But this is just the tip. Like I'm just giving you some small strategies or some small tactics you can use to see some changes to come, right? But overall, like it's like, a lot of stuff is out there, a lot of stuff is out there. Okay. So get qualified leads organically. So that's the thing, the building an audience, engaging an audience, and being able to sell. That's it. So to get qualified leads organically, you have to, first of all, you need to have a profile which has a lot of your target audience. You have to create a profile with full of target audience. Use your profile only to provide high value posts. Your profile becomes your website. Like the same thing, everything that I covered in unit 1, you just go and look at that. It will, you will know what are the things you can do to get a lot of leads. Okay. How to make an effective introduction about your product service that people really feel an urge to buy. This one is something which I'll be covering, but I would say the best way to do the introduction about your product or service is through using stories. Like, don't talk about your product. Don't go out there and say like I'm promoting this. Who wants this? Don't do that. Rather than show. I mean, your goal is to create a curiosity about your product. Your goal is not to show your product. Your goal is to make people know that what you have to offer is something so beautiful, like it's making you show them the benefits, right? By having this product, you are being able to show them the benefit of what the product is giving, but never ever talking about the product, right? So this is something which you call as product posts, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it in the next session, where I'm going to talk about different types of posts. So the best way to tell people about your product is to have stories, show gratitude about certain things, like how that product has benefited you, how your life has enhanced through that product. Never ever talk about that product. People are not interested in the product, they're interested in what is the result the product can give them. So you have to show them that the result you're getting in your life, or the changes which are coming in your life because you're using that product, right? When you talk about it, then people will want to know, hey, what is that product, man? I really want to know. For example, say in weight loss, right? Weight loss, you say like, few maybe you say like, I was struggling with my self-esteem issues because I felt like because of me being overweight, people would not want to talk to me and I would not look very attractive. And the reason that I was feeling so low, right now I'm so grateful, because after going through this, I went through a strict exercise regimen which really changed everything for me. And blah, 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 all the things which are coming in your life, all the things which have changed your life, where you were, where you are right now, and what was the thing which took you there. And maybe you can share pictures, right? Once you do that, that will create a curiosity in people that, okay, what is it, even I want it, right? So that's the best way. Like, it's about creating a curiosity, never ever talking about the product, showing them the benefits, and that's when you can create the urge for people to want to come and buy it. And I'm going to cover this in the next session. Okay, so don't worry. What else can I do to reach more people without paying for ads? As a beginner, so you don't have to invest. You don't need to invest right now. Like, in your case, like whatever I'm showing right now, like, it's like you have to be able to create very good content and be able to post that content consistently, so that Facebook organically reaches out to your target audience, and your target audience should be in your friend list, right? You have them in your friend list, you post good content, and if they like it, they will come to you. If they don't like it, they will not. It's totally fine. But the thing is that that's how you can reach out to them, right? So you have to be able to create really good content that Facebook will promote and push it out to more people. Because if your content can get a lot of engagement, right, your content has to get a lot of engagement, right? If your content gets engagement, it's going to reach out to a lot of people, and then people will start reaching out to you. So that's how you can start reaching to people without having to buy anything. Okay. Audience reach and engagement. Yeah, so audience reach and engagement, as I said, like, it's all about the fundamental pillar is being able to create the content, the right kind of content. If you have the right content in place, if you can create the right kind of content, then people would like look at it, engage with it, and then once you start having like a lot of likes, a lot of comments, it automatically goes out to more people. So there is no shortcut. Like, that's the end goal you're trying to achieve. But to achieve that end goal, you have to be able to be good in creating the content. That's the key. You have to be able to know the exact formula which attracts people. Like, I go very deep into this in my mastermind, where I talk about the exact copywriting formulas, which you can use to start getting a lot of engagement, start getting a lot of likes, start getting a lot of people to reach out to you. Like, what is the exact formula? Right now I'm just showing you the structure and how you can do, but I go very deep in the mastermind for this. Snehal is asking, how can we add Calendly and Tapping in cover tapping in tapping? Okay, I haven't heard of tapping. Calendly is simple. Like, so last day I showed a Bitly, right? bit.ly Bitly. So you just go to Calendly, and once you go to Calendly, you can just create your own event. And once you create the event, you will get an automatic link generated for you. Okay. So if I show you my Calendly, okay, let me show you my Calendly. Give me a second. So if I go to Calendly, and here what I've done is simply, let me go into my account. So I've just created an event over here, and this is the link. So I just need, once you create the event, that will automatically come, and then someone, if I paste this link here, and then they will directly go into the page where they can do an appointment with me, right? So 30 minutes call you can do. That's how it's very simple. Just go to Calendly and you can set it up. Okay. And specific, like if you want to know like how exactly can you create Calendly and you can integrate it with Zoom, and how can you do all this technical stuff, I cover that in details in Mastermind. But for now, in this coaching, you can just go into Calendly, just create an event. That's it. It's very easy. Just you have to go and create an event. But the detailed stuff, like the advanced stuff, like how do you integrate with Zoom, how do you get people to, when they sign up, get them in Zoom, how do you set it up, and all this stuff that I cover inside the Mastermind. Okay. All right. So Calendly is a way of starting creating your own appointments, right? So this is like where you create your own appointments. You go to Calendly and you see all of these things here. Like this is how I've created my appointments. And when people want to sign up, they will just go here and they will just click here and they will just be able to select where they want to have an appointment with me, and they do it, right? That's the thing. That's what Calendly is mainly about. And when it comes to like going into details as to how do you go about creating that event, how do you actually go about creating a link with Zoom, integrating it with Zoom, how do you start the meeting, how do you do everything, how do you set it up and all the stuff, that detail I go inside the Mastermind. But you can use, I mean, if you can do it yourself, like it's pretty cool. You just go to Calendly. But for people who need more help, I have the Mastermind for them where I show them exactly what to do. Okay. Now let me see if I have any more questions. Give me a second. So that, I mean, when it comes to questions, that's the only place I'm going to go to look for the questions. Okay. Okay. This is here. You see. All right. Let's see. So we are almost towards the end. Some people are joining up now. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll mute everyone for now. Let me see if there are any more questions. Then maybe we can have 10 more minutes on, few more questions. If you have, you can ask me. So let me just mute everyone here. Hopefully everyone is muted. Give me a second. One liner box. Okay, one liner box. This one was there, right? Yeah. Let me see. One liner box. Okay, let me go here. So Javani says that most entrepreneurs find it find it difficult to get leads through YouTube with YouTube. Yeah, we talked about this. So yeah, that's like whatever I said. It's pretty much like that. Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's see what else we have got. Just mute everyone here. Task list. I saw like some people had questions regarding the task. So let me just go here. What are the questions? 15 comments. Let's see. All right, no worries. So it's here. Perfect. So let's do one thing now. Let's just have a quick chat. Like if you have any more questions, like I'll give more 10 minutes time. We'll like do it for 10 more minutes and then we'll wrap up. Okay. Oh yeah. And by the way, so for the announcement, so what I'm planning to do is like I'm going to be doing one more session on content, because I think content is very important, and that session will be all around the different types of posts you can do, and I want all of you to come in that. Right? That is the single most important thing, which is like it's so important. Like content is such an important pillar, right? Today you just got the idea, right? Next day will be all about how can you present your content in a way which would make people want to come into your world. That is so essential, right? So definitely do join up there. So that might be one extra session I'm giving you guys, but it's cool. Like I think that would definitely help you all. Okay. So let me see now. Let me do one thing. Let me stop sharing my screen, and let's keep a very short 10 minutes. So right now it's like going to be 6. I will be there till 6:10. and we can get into some questions. All right. So any of you have questions, just raise your hand. Okay. Raise your hand and I will just unmute you. Go ahead. Awesome. Srinivasan is here. Give me a second. So anybody raising their hands? Give me a sec. Let's see. All right. Srinivasan, you have a question, right? Let's go for it. Let me unmute you. Let me ask you to unmute yourself and let's go for it. Go ahead.
No, the PSD file I couldn't open. Is there any other application needed for that?
Yeah. So for the PSD file, that's a very good question. For the PSD file, it opens in Adobe Photoshop Premiere, right? So Adobe Photoshop. So that file is something which you can give to any graphic designer from Fiverr. You can just get one graphic designer from Fiverr and just tell them that, hey, this is the PSD file. This is my image, and there is an example also inside that set of files. So you can just give them the example and tell them like, just put this line as it, like, just take this as an example, put this line and put my image there, and you can make that as your graphic image.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Some of the links and one book you showed about 1 hour content or something like that. Can you just repeat it? One Kindle book you showed.
Yeah, so there was one book on limitless leads. So let me just show you. Actually, that's another very good question, because I see that some people are having a confusion on that, like how they can get the link. So let me just show it to you how you can get the link. I'll just put in my own email and I will show you. Give me 1 second. Let me just take that out. Give me 1 second. Okay. So what was the link I shared? Let me open that link first. All right, let me see. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Where is the link? Let me just take that out. Give me 1 second. So the link is one in the box.
Kindle books you had?
Sorry, come again.
Kindle books you showed, and that in that 1 hour content
Yeah.
creation.
Yeah. So there is this one book called Limitless Leads, which like you guys would be accessing. So let me just take out that link for you and show you exactly how do you access, because I saw that some people had the confusion as to how you're going to access that. Some people were saying that they were not being able to access it. So let me just sort that out. Let me just go there and let me just show you exactly where you can get it. Okay. Give me 1 second. Check where is the link. Let me take it out. Yeah, I got the link. All right. Give me a second. Let me open this up. Um, Give me a sec. Let me just put in my details here and share my screen. Um, all right. So as soon as you click on that link, so this is the link. Okay. Let me copy this. Let me put it inside the chat box here. This is the link I've already shared inside the units. So what you need to do is, like, you need to click on this link, and I'm going to share my screen now where you will get it. Okay. So what I will do is, let me share my screen. So once you click on the link, you will get a pop-up which comes up. You have to click on a button. I haven't shared my screen yet. I'll just share it. So there is just one button inside that page. You just need to click on that one button. You need to enter your name, your email, and your phone number there. And then once you click on get instant access, give me instant access, a new page will open up. So I'm going to open that page. Right. As soon as that page opens, right. Okay. So now I'm going to show you. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So that first screen, everybody is getting it, and that button, everybody will see it, and that form, everybody will see it. Everybody will get that, right? Now, what is going to happen? So now let me share my screen. So once you click on that button, enter your details, you will come into this page. This is the next page you're going to come into. Okay. As soon as you come into this page, uh, you can then, uh, you know, click on learn more. Here, you need to click here, learn more. Once you click here and learn more, then what is going to happen? This new page is going to open up, and from this new page, this is the ebook. You just need to click on give me instant access now, right? And once you click on give me instant access now, you have to again enter an email over here. Once you do that, you click on give me instant access now, you will get the book in your email. That's it. So this is where, and also you get to see, like, there's a free training over there which happens. So you can see that free training as well. This is the one free training, and also you get a one-to-one if you want. Like, there's a link to do set up a one-to-one also with me, right? So I will post this link again inside this week's unit section, and hopefully this time you guys will definitely get the links. Okay. So I hope that helped you somewhere.
Yeah, thank you. Really, it was a wonderful session. I thought I'll miss it because of my work, but luckily I was able to join, though a bit late, and I could get everything.
Thank you so much
This
for
is
the
one
time.
of the areas where probably content generation, it has given a lot of clarity. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Sayan. Okay.
Thank you. Thank
For
you.
your commitment and wanting to give so much to all your participants. That really
So
awesome.
absolutely. Thank you so much. So what I've got actually besides that is, like, I have, I have particular, I'm going to give you an access to a course, which might be this week or maybe next week. That is all about content creation. That goes very deep into how you research and take out your content, and how do you, like, exactly plan out your content. And that is something which you can use in any platform, anywhere, irrespective of wherever you are. Like, whichever stage you are in terms of content creation, that's like a fully blown out content creation program. Like, it's very good. It's for free. I'll give it to you. Okay. All right. Awesome. Perfect. So I'll just mute everyone here, and let's see if there is anyone else who has got any question. Just raise your hand and let me know, or just type in the comment box me, and I will unmute you. You got 5 more minutes. Go ahead. So Divya, the webinar recording is already going to be in Facebook, inside this group only. So if you have access this from inside the group, if you see, I have also come live in Facebook. That's the very reason why I go live on Facebook. That is because the recordings, this session is, the live session is going to be there in Facebook. So that is going to come inside the next unit. I'm going to put it. Okay. By the way, guys, a lot of people have issues, confusion regarding where to find what. Well, let me just show it to you. Okay. Let me go into the group, and I think it will be very clear. Let me show it to you. Give me a second. So let me just go to the home page. So I'll start right from here, right from the scratch. Okay. Give me a second. Let me share my screen. So this is like your profile. I'm starting from the scratch. So I go into this group, Authentic Influencerology, 30-day free coaching. And then I get inside this group. I come over here. Once I come inside this group, right, I will see something called the unit section. Unit section. I click on the unit section, right? I click here, and then I will see all the units, right? And then what I do is, like, this is unit 2, this is unit 1. So I will create another unit, which is unit 3. That will be for this week, right? So I'll create here, say, unit 2. I click here, and then I can immediately go here. Like, this entire unit is dedicated to a lot of things, right? So this unit has got, like, here I've got put in the task, put the list of influencers, put your one-liners here. Here's your PSG link. Here is the profile optimization PDF. Here is your task list, right? All that stuff, right? And then here's the training. Are you getting it? So for every week, I will have this, like, unit ready, and this unit will have all the relevant resources also. Some of the resources I talked about today, I'm going to share some of them here, and then I'm going to create so every unit has got separate threads, right? So I will create one more thread on question, which I maybe missed out in the last unit. So in this unit, I'll again create another thread on question. So you will get to see the question, and That's how it goes, right? So I hope now you guys know that where to go and where to look for. You just need to go into the unit section, right? So for this week, your task will be primarily to go out there and look at all these different sources of content, right? And you have to start looking at this content, like create an account in order. I'll prepare the list. I'll prepare the task list in the unit section. So first, go out there and create a list in order. I'll share the link with you. Click on that and create a list over. Create a profile in order. That's free. 600 minutes every month is free, right? So you can get it. Then after that, you need to go into all these different sources of content I shared with you. You have to go into these different sources of content, all on the basis of the influencers list you have done. You need to have the influencers list. Without that, it will be difficult for you to create the content. That's the very reason I asked you guys to prepare the list of influencers in your area. So based on that, you have to go into those channels. You have to go into YouTube and all these different sources. Few of these sources I showed to you, and you have to start taking copies of the content and putting those copies inside your Evernote. So I think what I'll do, I'll share the free access to the course as well. What I'll do, I will give you free access to a content accelerator program. Okay, that I can give you tomorrow. It won't be today. I will give it to you tomorrow, and you can just access it, and there you will have a lot of tasks to be done, like how to do research. You look at that. You have to research for your contents. You have to be able to go to all these different places where you can find your content, and then from there you have to prepare, start preparing your content bank. You have to start moving towards preparing your content bank. Do not start posting content unless you have a certain set of content ready, and you have to do it consistently. Like, if you start posting content immediately, you will not get engagement. First few content pieces will just go without any engagement, right? And also you have to be last week I showed you, like, add friends, like how do you bring in traffic. So you have to start working on that as well. So these are the two things which go in parallel. So Limitless Leads, the ebook which is there, download that ebook, go through all the steps they say from one to last. That is the way for you to build your audience. That's how you build your audience, right? Every day. Like, those are I mean, in the mastermind I go very deep. I talk a lot other stuff, more strategies, and it's infinite. But that book is a good place to start. You can just use that book, and from that book you will have the list of pointers. Just take that, start adding people into your world, right? Second thing is the things which I said today. All these things which I said today, how to get content, where to get the content idea, content from, go into all those sources and get your content stack ready, right? Third thing is prepare your account in order, right? Get your account ready in order, and then start content hacking, right? Start writing your content from there, right? So primarily, I think these three things are there which you need to do before we meet up next week, because next week we're going to talk about the different type of posts in social media that gets engagement, right? Definitely don't miss that. Like, if you miss everything else, fine, but don't miss that. That is very important. Okay, so guys, join up on the next week. I'm going to do it, where I'm going to talk about that. So I'm also going to, so as I said, I'm going to give you access to the free course of Content Accelerator program that has got everything about content creation. You go in there, take it, use it, complete it, and get your content set up. So right now we are moving more into the content creation phase, because building an audience and content creation, they go hand in hand. Every day you have to keep on adding people. Every day you have to build your audience, right? And at the same time, you have to also prepare your content. But don't start posting. So keep on adding people into your profile, but don't start posting your content right away unless once you have a stack of content ready. Okay. Where will you post it? I will, as I said, I'm going to post all of these things inside the unit section. I just showed to you right now. Just, if you have missed a part of the video, just scroll back, just have a look. I just showed you how you can go into the unit section. Over there, I'm going to put this, this live, which is there also, is going to be there. The task list is going to be there. Everything is going to be there. Okay. I think you said we can do 30 friend requests per day, but the Limitless Leads PDF says 10 per day. And maybe at that point of time when they wrote it, at that point of time, maybe Facebook had that thing. But right now, personally for me, I go and I actually go even more. I go and add 100 people a day, to be very honest. And that's very, very risky. My profile can get blocked anytime. I don't know, like suspended. I feel like, I mean, when Facebook first gives you a warning and suspends your account for a few days. So I'm taking the risk for now, just seeing how far I can go. But yeah, I mean, you can go for 30 to 50 leads, 30 to 50 friend ads per day. That's totally fine. Okay. I think in the book they have mentioned, they did not say it's specifically 10. I think what they mentioned is that add 10 people, then give a gap, and then add 10 more. Give a gap and then add 10 more. Like that they have said. So I think that's what is there in that book. It's because they have said it so that Facebook does not think that you are some kind of a robot. Like, they don't ban your account. But personally, I'll tell you from my own experience, I've gone really crazy. I've added a lot of people, but nothing yet has happened, right? So I would say, in your case, just to keep it safe, do that. Add 10 people in a certain hour, and give some gap between adding friends, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes gap, and then next part of the day add 10 more, then another part of the day add 10 more. So you can go like that. Okay. I was on Facebook Live. I missed the site name. All right. This is the last question. After this, I won't be taking any more questions. I'll be putting everything in the unit section. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining me. But I'm gonna like go through this one. I was on Facebook Live. I missed the site name where you mentioned one particular site name where we find different niche articles, blog, and contents before swipe.co. Yeah, I mean, no worries. You can just go and look. The recording will be there. You can just have a look. Just scroll back and take a look. It's already there in Facebook right now in live. It's happening right now. So you can just have a look. Okay, you'll get all the answers. Perfect. So I guess that's it for today. It's been super awesome. Today's content, I kept it a bit short because we're in the festive season, and I've kept it a bit short, a bit compact. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to talk about how do you exactly post your content? What are the different posting styles in social media that actually starts getting you engagement? And that is so important. Like, don't miss it. Like, don't miss it. Like, that's, if you miss everything else, don't miss that. That's the key. Okay. All right, that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining up. Like, your time is so valuable. I totally understand that, and that you've given the 1 hour of your time. I hope you've got a good clarity on the content creation part, and I'm going to share with you the content accelerator program, which is going to give you step by step what you need to do, what exact action you need to take. All right, awesome, great to meet you. See you soon. All of these things are going to go inside the unit section. Take care. Bye bye. And also post your questions inside the unit section. I'll post all of it over there. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. See you there. Bye bye. Next week. Meet you again.